Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985, and today we're going to take a look at Transformers 4 Age of Extinction Deluxe Class High Octane Bumblebee. As a size comparison, here is Dark of the Moon Cyberfire Bumblebee. So overall, this figure, this robot mode here is very unexciting to me. It's very plain looking. There's not a lot, or any really paint apps, except for on the face sculpt. The legs to me are too thin, but I really didn't get this for the robot mode. I got it for the muscle car vehicle mode. And the figure does not come with any weapons except for this single missile. So there you go. This actually comes out for transformation, so we'll put that to the side. The head is on a ball joint. The shoulders, could rotate. Which actually the shoulders are not on a ball joint. There's not actually a ball joint on this figure at all. But you still get a decent range of articulation. No torso articulation, no waist articulation. So there you go for articulation for Bumblebee here. So let's jump into the transformation because I like the car mode, and we'll talk about that as well. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the feet here and get this part transformed. And these tab together. So, you want to take the torso. The torso is actually tabbed in right there, so we'll pull that out. You can see it tabs in that little square section there. And then you can bring the front in here together, tab it together if you want to. We'll go ahead and do that. And then you want to take his back section here, which consists of the roof and the back window. Get this all straightened out. It's on a hinge, so pull it back, straighten it out, tab that into place there, and get that kind of out of the way as much as you can. The head here is going to go through the front section like that, and then what I like to do is turn the head around so that when you're looking at car mode underneath the car, you don't see the face. So let me rotate that around here as I can here. There we go. So the arms. The arms are on the type of joint here, so you want to bring them out like that. And then you want to have the arm, or the shoulder rather, like that. And then you're going to bring the rest of the forearm down, rotate it around, so this yellow piece is facing inward. So when you get done, it should look something like that. So the hand's going to rest about there. So you just do the same thing here. Put this on the side, rotate this inwards. And there actually is a tab and a slot. You can tab those together. I find that they don't really hold well, but you can do that. And then, looking up here, you can bring this part of the vehicle mode there, which consists of the tire and the wheel well, and do the same thing over here. And these panels close down, and you got the front of the vehicle looking pretty good. And just kind of tab the front section in like that, like that. So things are taking shape here. So now, as for the hips here, you kind of want to get them up as far as you can go. See how they're kind of low, but you want to kind of just angle them up as much as you can, so they're almost touching the roof, and that will allow you to get clearance. You may need to adjust the angle of the legs here. See how that kind of went down like that? So we'll do that on both sides. That just makes enough clearance. Then you can see here, you tab in, there's a big clear piece of plastic, goes underneath the back section of the vehicle mode here. You may have to unpeg that first and then peg the back end together. In fact, that probably is the better way to do it, as opposed to the way I showed you there. So now go ahead and just adjust as necessary. Now you can see the windows here are too high to fit in there into the car mode, so just kind of adjust everything to get it to line up correctly. Oh, you know what? I know what I did wrong here. You can see the windshield here. It has some clear plastic tabs. It needs to tab into the slots there, like that, and that should line up there. Then let's go back here. As with most car formers, you kind of just have to work with the figure until you get everything tabbed into place. You know, you tap something in, something else comes loose. You just kind of have to work with it until you have something like this. Doesn't roll really well, I find. I've transformed it a few times and I can't get enough clearance for the wheels. Sometimes you can shoehorn the hand farther down, or the hand and the arm, the forearm there. It may roll just a little bit better. Okay, I think that's as best I'm going to get it here for this review. Alright. You can see that front end came untabbed again, so there's just two small little tabs there. Alright. So everything seems to fit together pretty well. This door's a little bit loose, but there you go. Here's High Octane Bumblebee here in vehicle form. And he is rather small. As a comparison, I have the Deluxe Class Generation Skids figure. And if you're into cars, you probably know what's wrong with here. Not only is this guy bigger in some ways, and he's taller. If you just measure from the ground up, he's taller. He's wider, and yet this type of car is more of a sport compact car, you know, like a Honda Civic hatchback, or a VW Golf GTI, or a Ford Focus hatchback. Those cars should not be this big in relation to a classic muscle car. Not at all. So if you're a car guy or gal, you'll see the problem here in vehicle form is it's pretty small by itself, but then it's also at a scale with other cars. Not a big deal if you're not into cars, but to me there's quite a difference. I mean, you know, wider and higher than a muscle car? I don't think so. So there you go. There's another comparison. The back end there is too wide in comparison to the Camaro. Anyways, that's my little rant there about realistic scale comparisons. But just by itself, it is rather small too. I mean, just rather small, and it's actually smaller than even the Crosshairs figure, the new figure that most people have seen, which is has the Corvette alt mode. It's smaller than that, and so yeah, I don't think I can recommend the figure just because of that. I do like the look of this black, mostly black car mode here. It's actually kind of a flat black look to it, which is pretty cool for a muscle car. But yeah, there it is in vehicle mode. And you should be able to store this in here. If I can get that to kind of slot in place. I should have done this earlier probably, but well, you get the idea. I'm going to just leave it out for now. But yeah, this has been a review of Transformers 4 Age of Extinction Deluxe Class High Octane Bumblebee. Catch you guys later.